Sound off like you've got a pair, and welcome back to your friendly neighborhood, Private Havok. And we are back in Kerbal Space Program. Now, I did attempt to record my flight to put a satellite around Minmus, but for some odd reason, it did not record at all. So, what we are going to do is we're going to put a satellite into orbit here, and then another satellite into orbit there to complete 2 contracts. And we're going to do both of them in one video. I also upgraded my science facility so that I can increase my science exponentially. And we have 128 science we can spend, and I'm not sure what we want to spend it on. There's a docking port. I like docking ports. And it's flight control, lander can. Ooh, lander can. We are definitely going to be doing some landing. So we are going to go advanced construction. We're going to go with the landing. I'm going to research that. Close it out. But we are going to launch satellites. We'll do 2 of them, not at once, but we will do 2 of them. Let's see what the first one. We've got Kerbal surveys to do. Antenna and can generate power. Reach the have a mystery goo unit on the satellite, maintain stability. And the second one, materials bay. So we want to do. I'm not sure which one. Apple abscess of 18,000 per abscess of 15,000. Alright, 18 and 15. We're going to check that one because we already have a materials bay satellite ready to go. Alright, we want to go to the yellow one. Okay, we can do that. So we're going to be launching towards the yellow. Load up our materials bay satellite, our satellite launcher. Load it. Need to do a little bit of modification, just a tiny bit of modification, because we don't need all of these bits on here. And we are going to put mystery goo on here. Like that. And that's good. We're at 225. We do want the thumpers, though. I don't know why we took those off. We do want those thumpers. Now, until we can build rockets that have more than 30 parts, we are going to have to stick to it like this. It's not an easy craft to fly, but it does fly. It will get me. This is what I took all the way to Minmus, and we want the 18,000 one. So that's materials bay on board. Yep. Let's make sure all of our engines fire at once. All those engines fire. About a 1/3 throttle, and actually lower that down a bit and lift off. Now this does not fly in atmosphere very well, but once she breaks atmosphere, she's much easier to control. By far. I like to get her going straight up for a while. Till we at least break the first atmosphere, the first layer. Max the throttle out of our skipper. 10,000, we're going to turn her sideways. We have to lower her over ever so slowly because she does not like flying. I do not want to lose control of her. She is easy to lose control of, so we just tap her over a little bit. Just keep her going. Keep her going. Keep her going over. That's a good arch. Keep her going over. Keep building up that arch, keep building up that altitude. Once we reach 18,000, you just keep her going like that, that's fine. Arch her over a little bit more. Push it out there real good. I really am not trying to make an orbit with Kerbal. I'm trying to go directly out there. Pushing it way out there. Excellent, excellent. Yep, that's good. Now we can lose that stage, drift a little away so we don't end up with explosions. X that out. Boost away slowly. Keep pushing our apoapsis out. We have plenty of fuel. Doesn't seem like much. It really doesn't, but we have plenty. Let's do 18,000. $15. Hexane. We want 18.1. 18. Excellent. Now we will fast forward. We'll warp all the way there. We're going to lose that. That's gone. Yay, crashed in. When we get there, we're going to push the periapsis out. Where does the periapsis need to be? 15? Excellent. Push the periapsis out. And get right up on the apoapsis before we push it out. Use as little fuel as we possibly can to do this. Be as efficient as we possibly can to do this. Pushing that periapsis out. Got a nice encounter with Mun. We will lose that encounter soon enough. We just cannot get away from Mun. That is crazy. 12, 15, 14, 15, 15, 1, 15, 3. Excellent, excellent. Now we just need to angle this the proper way, so where they cross, right about here, we are going to put a, come on, maneuver. Just like that. And then we can, just like that. And then we can fix the periapsis afterwards, as well as the apoapsis afterwards, but we will warp to next maneuver. And burn. Try to get this as precise. There we go. As precise as we possibly can. Apoapsis is 18.2 and 1. Alright, that was at 0.2. We'll need to get that off by that is fine. We will add a maneuver and see if we can't bring those two around to meet. Yep. Perfect. Warp to next maneuver. I'll try to line this baby up precisely. There we go. That is as precise as one can possibly get. We've got to hold, yep, there we go. Held it as long as necessary. We've completed that contract. 5 science, 15 reputation, 118,000. Excellent. Now while we're up here, we might as well get some science if we can. The observer materials bay. Ooh, can't get science from that. Observe mystery goo. Can we transmit any science? Nope. Reset. Log pressure data? Nope. And the log temperature? Nope. Well, we can't get any science with this vessel. Let's line her up like this. And rotate her around so the antenna is facing Kerbal. And let's just extend for the fun of it. We need it to face like that, so that the antenna is facing directly to. Excellent. Alright, so we will go back to the Space Center, alter our satellite a little bit, because our second satellite mission, unmanned satellite, reaches the have a mystery go on the satellite. Our second satellite does not need the materials bay. We just need the mystery goo. So we can actually remove a component. See? We can actually remove that component. Excellent. And now we can launch this bad boy. And we will go name the other one as well afterwards, but we can launch this one to our other orbit, which is at an apoapsis of 7 million, 6 million. That should be very easy. Like, way too easy. I may, as a matter of fact, no. I'm going to revert flight to vehicle assembly. I'm going to get rid of a few things. I'm going to get rid of that fuel. Unnecessary. Get rid of those. And give me some droppable hammers. We have 29. I can do that. Some droppable hammers, because I believe that this vessel should be able to make it to this satellite should be able to make it without all of that extra fuel, and it's just a waste. It really is. That there, and X out, throttle up to right there. Power away. And again, we're flying it straight up because she's not a very stable craft. All the fuel we have with our Poodle engine up in here is more than enough to make the adjustments we need once we are in space. Lose the solid boosters. Throttle up a little bit more. There we go. We are gaining some speed. Don't need to gain too rapidly. We just want to go straight up right now. We will make all of our adjustments once we are in space. Now, we could launch to a trajectory like that, but I hate doing those calculations. Right now we're launching towards a MUN trajectory. MUN is the easiest to launch towards. We can start to power over. Just tap it over. Get that node moving. Don't want to fall over. Keep tapping it. See what our apoapsis is. Bringing it over again. Bringing it over. And bringing it over ever so slightly. We got great speed. A great time. Everything is going perfect. I'm going to bank her over a heck of a lot more since our apoapsis is actually in space. I'm going to stretch this out more. I want our apoapsis to be at 7. We are moving in the right direction, which is always good. Yep. X out our throttle. Slowly burn away. We've got more than enough fuel. As always, push this out to about 7 million. Yep. Boop. At 7,000,003. Once we get out here, we'll add a maneuver to push out my periapsis to what it needs to be. Periapsis of 6 million. Tell you what, we are going to actually zoom in. We're going to warp. Get close. Try to do this as manual as possible. Goodbye, debris. I like not leaving debris up and about. It just gets in the way. Warp there again. Get as close as possible. Right on top of it. It is 51 seconds away. That is good. And our apoapsis is 6. We want it to be 7. Periapsis needs to be 6.3. We're going to have to push that apoapsis out. You warp around. Yep. We need the apoapsis to be 739. We have it at 628, so... Oh, did not mean to reverse it. That was silly of me. So... This is about as good as we're going to get. Add a maneuver, and angle it around like such. Angled around like such. We're going to warp to our next maneuver. Doing a little burn there. 6-second burn, not bad. Now we could do 3 on one side, 3 on the other, but I don't see that really necessary right now. We have more than enough fuel to do this. Try to get this as perfect as possible. There we go. And we got our periapsis. Apoapsis is way out there. We want 7. Alright, so warp to our periapsis. Bring our apoapsis down. It always happens. The apoapsis goes out when you do a burn like that, when you change your angle like that. Do a retro burn. We want it 7.3-ish. Just let this sit for a second. See if that makes it happy. If it doesn't make it happy, we can do some other adjustments. Yep, that's a happy satellite. Let's see, we got 86,100 for science, 14 reputation, and we might as well do some science up here if we can. I'm not sure we will be able to. Just check, observe our mystery goo. Nope. Log pressure data, nope. Our temperatures, nope. Well, let us rotate our vessel around and point her towards Kerbin. Open up our antenna so that we can continue communicating with her. And we are going to name her not direct sunlight flow. Rename vessel. Leadsat 3. No, we don't want that as... yeah, leave it as a probe. We go back to our space center. And that was 2 satellites that we have put up. HA-1337 satellite. We put up a satellite launch there, and Leadsat 3. We'll rename this Fly. Rename you 1337 Sat 2. Space Center. Now it seems like that, I'm not sure what that is. That must be space around Kerbin, transmit and recover data. I'm not sure. There's the Mun. I think we should land on the Mun soonish. We're up to 47 science, 355,000 money. Let's see what we can do. Positions on the specific orbit of Kerbin. We can keep doing these till we're blue in the face. That keeps giving us money. I like those. Observational surveys. Ooh, we got to be above, though. Temperature surveys on Minmus. I don't like temperature. I don't know. We might be able to land something on Minmus. We might very well be able to land something on Minmus and do temperature surveys. Temperature surveys on Minmus. We got to be in space flight below. I don't like that, especially when it's on a specific site. I don't know if I can, if I'm capable of doing that yet, but I will experiment around. In our next video, I think we are going to complete the pressure readings here on Kerbin. And possibly get scientific data from around Mun. Not sure. Definitely going to do the pressure readings. So I will see you in the next video. Take care. Have a good day. And as always, dismissed.